a natural touch, where the poor wren, the most diminutive of birds, will fight, her young ones in the nest against the owl. All is the fear, nothing is the love. As little is the wisdom where the flight so runs against all reason.
My dearest cousin, I pray you, school yourself. As for your husband, he is noble, wise, judicious, and best know the fits of the season. I dare not speak much further, but cruel are the times. I take my leave of you. It will not be long till I'll be here again. Things at their worst will cease, or else climb upward to what they were before. My pretty cousin, blessing upon you.
Father he is, and yet he's fatherless.
I would be so much a fool should I stay any longer. It would be my disgrace and your discomfort. I take my leave at once.
Sir, my father's dead. And what will you do now? How will you live?
As birds do, Mother.
What? With worms and flies?
What I get and eat, and so do they.
Poor bird. Thou wouldst never fear the net nor line, the pitfall nor the gin.
Why should I, Mother? Poor birds. They are not set for it. Our father's not dead, for all you're saying.
Yes, he is dead. How wilt thou do for father?
Nay, how will you do for a husband?
Why, I can buy me 20 at any market.
Then you barn to sell again.
Thou speakst with all thy wit, and yet, i' faith, wit enough for thee.
Is my father a traitor, Mother?
Aye, that he was.
What is a traitor?
Why, one that swears and lies.
The old traitors that do so?
Every one that does so is a traitor, and must be hanged.
Must they all be hanged that swear and lie?
Every one.
Who must hang them?
Why, the honest men.
Then the lies and swears are fools. For the lies and swears not to beat the honest men and hang of them.
Now, God help thee, poor monkey. But what wilt thou do for a father?
If you were dead, you'll weep for him. If you were not, or son that I should quickly have a new father.
Poor prattler, how thou talk'st.
Bless you, fair dame. I'm not to you known that when your state of honor I am perfect. I doubt some danger does approach you nearly. Be not found here. Heaven preserve you. I dare abide no longer.
Whither should I fly? I have done no harm. I remember now. I'm in this earthly world, where to do harm is often laudable. To do good sometime counted dangerous folly. Why then, alas, do I put up that womanly defense to say I have done no harm? What are these spaces?
Where is your husband?
I hope in no place so unsanctified where such as thou mayst find him.
He's a traitor.
Thou liest, thou shag-haired villain!
What? You egg? Young fry of treachery?
He has killed me, Mother. Run away. Pray you.
Let us seek out some desolate shade, and there weep our sad bosoms empty.
Let us rather hold fast the mortal sword.
What you have spoke, it may be so perchance. This tyrant, whose sole name blisters our tongues, was once thought honest. You have loved him well. He hath not touched you yet.
I am not treacherous.
But Macbeth is.
I have lost my hopes.
You may be rightly just, whatever I shall think.
Bleed, bleed, poor country. Great tyranny, lay thou thy bases sure, for goodness dare not check thee. Fare thee well, Lord. I would not be the villain that thou thinkst for the whole space that's in the tyrant's grasp, and the richies to boot.
Be not offended. I speak not as an absolute fear of you. I think our country sinks beneath the yoke. It weeps. It bleeds. Yet for all that, when I shall tread upon the tyrant's head, or wear it on my sword, my poor country will have more vices than it had before, by him that shall succeed.
What should he be?
It is myself, I mean, in whom I know all the particulars of vice, so grafted that when they shall be opened, black Macbeth will seem pure as snow.
Not in the legions of horrid hell can come a devil more damned in evils to taunt Macbeth.
I grant him sudden, bloody, malicious, smacking of every sin that has a name. But there's no bottom, none, in my voluptuousness. Your wives, your daughters, your matrons and your maids could not fill up the cistern of my lust. Better Macbeth than such a one to rule.
Boundless intemperance in nature is a tyranny. It hath been the untimely emptying of the happy throne and fall of many kings. But do not fear. You may convey your pleasures in a spacious plenty, and yet seem cold.
Within this there grows, in my most ill-conceived affection, such a stanchless avarice that, were I king, I should cut off the nobles for their lands, desire his jewels and this other's house, and my more having would be as a sauce to make me hunger more, destroying them for wealth.
This avarice sticks deeper, grows with more pernicious root than summer seeming lust, and it hath been the sword of our slain kings. Yet do not fear. Scotland hath plenty to fill up your will. Of your mere own, all these are portable, with other graces weighed.
But I have none. Indeed, were I king, I would pour out the sweet milk of concord into hell, uproar the universal peace, confound all unity on earth.
Scotland. Scotland.
If such a one be fit to govern, speak. I am as I have spoken.
Fit to govern. No, not to live. Fare thee well. These evils thou repeats upon thyself have banished me from Scotland. Oh, my breast I hope ends here.
Macduff! This noble passion, child of integrity, hath from my soul wiped the black scruples, reconciled my thoughts to thy good truth and honor. Devilish Macbeth, by many of these trains, hath sought to win me into his power, and modest wisdom prevents me from over-credulous haste. But God above deal between thee and me. I am yet unknown to woman, never was forsworn, have scarcely coveted what was mine own, at no time broke my faith, and delight no less in truth than in life. My first false speaking was this upon myself. What I am, truly, is thine and my poor country's to command. Whither, before your arrival, old Seward, with 10,000 warlike men, already at a point, was setting forth. Now, we'll together, and the chance of goodness be like our warranted quarrel. Why are you silent?
Such welcome and unwelcome things at once, 'tis hard to reconcile. See, who comes here?
My countryman, but yet I know him not.
My ever-gentle cousin, welcome hither.
Oh, I know him now. Good God, be times remove the means that makes us strangers.
Sir, amen.
Stay in Scotland where it did.
Alas, poor country, almost afraid to know itself.
Oh, relation too nice and yet too true.
What's the newest grief?
Each minute seems a new one.
How does my wife and my children? The tyrant has not battered at their peace.
No, they were well at peace when I didn't leave them. Now is the time of help. Uriah in Scotland would create soldiers, make our women fight to doff off their dire distresses.
Be it their comfort. Gracious England hath lent us good Seward and 10,000 men.
Would I could answer the comfort with the like, but I have words that would be howled at in the desert air, where hearing should not last them. Let your ears not despise my tongue forever, which shall possess them with the heaviest sound that ever yet they heard.
I guess at it.
Your castle is surprised. Your wife and babes savagely slaughtered. To relate to the man a word on the quarry of these murdered deer. To add the death of you.
Merciful heavens. Give sorrow words. The grief that does not speak whispers the overwrought heart and bids it break.
My children too?
Wife, children, servants, all that could be found.
And I must be from thence? My wife killed too.
I have said.
Be comforted. Let's make medicines of our great revenge to cure this deadly grief.
He has no children. What? My pretty ones. Oh, how tight. My pretty chickens in their dam at one fell swoop.
Dispute it like a man.
I shall do so. But I must also feel it as a man. Did heaven not look on, and would not take their part? Sinful Macduff, they were all struck for thee. Not that I am, not for their own demerits, but for mine. Fell slaughter on their souls, heaven rest them now.
Be this the whetstone of your sword, that grief convert to anger, blunt not the heart, enrage it.
Oh, I could play the woman with mine eye, and braggart with my tongue. But, gentle heavens, cut short all intermission. Bring thou this fiend of Scotland and myself. Within my sword's length set him. If he escaped, heaven forgive him too.
This tune goes manly. Alack is nothing but our leave. Macbeth is ripe for the shaking, and powers above prepare their instruments. Receive what cheer ye may. The night is long, it never finds the day.
I have 2 nights watched with you, but can perceive no truth in your report. When was it she last walked?
Since His Majesty went into the battlefield, I have seen her rise from her bed, throw her nightgown on her, unlock her closet, take forth paper, fold it, write on it, read it, afterwards seal it, and again return to bed, yet all while in a most fast sleep.
A great perturbation in nature to receive at once the benefit of sleep and do the effects of walking. In this slumbery agitation, besides her walking and other actual performances, what at any time have you heard her say?
That, sir, which I shall not repeat after her.
You may to me, and 'tis most meet you should.
Neither to you nor anyone, having no witness to confirm my speech. Lo, she comes, and upon my life fast asleep. Observe her, stand close.
How came she by that light?
Why, it stood by her. She has light by her continually, 'tis her command.
You see her eyes are open.
Aye, but their sense is shut.
What is it she does now? Look how she rubs her hands.
It is an accustomed action with her to seem thus washing her hands. I have known her continue in this for a quarter of an hour. Yet here's a spot.
Hark, she speaks. I will set down what comes from her.
Out, damned spot! Out, I say! 1, 2. Why then, 'tis time to do it. Hell is murky.
Fie, my lord, fie, a soldier and afeard. What need we fear? Who knows it when none can hold our power to account? Yet, who would have thought the old man to have so much blood in him?
Do you mark that?
The thane of Fife had a wife, my lord. Where is she now? What, will these hands never be clean? No more of that, my lord, no more of that. You mar all with this starting.
Go to. You have known what you should not.
She has spoke what she should not, I'm sure of that. Heaven knows what she has known.
Yet, here's the smell of blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia could not sweeten this little hand.
What a sigh is there. The heart is sorely charged.
I would not have such a heart in my bosom for the dignity of the whole body.
Well.
Pray God it be, sir.
This disease is beyond my practice. Yet I have known those which have walked in their sleep, who have died holily in their beds.
Wash your hands. Put on your nightgown. Look not so pale. I tell you yet again. Banquo is buried. He cannot come out of his grave.
Even so,
To bed. To bed. There's knocking at the south gate. Come, give me your hand. What's done be undone. To bed, to bed!
Will she go now to bed?
Directly.
Foul whisperings are abroad. Unnatural deeds do breed unnatural troubles. Infected minds will to their deaf pillows discharge their secrets. More needs she the divine than the physician. God forgive us all. Look after her. Remove from her the means of all annoyance, and still keep eyes upon her. So, good night. My mind she has amazed, and amazed my sight. I think, but dare not speak.
Good night, good doctor.
The English power is near, led on by Malcolm, his uncle Seward, and the good Macduff. Revenge is burning them.
Near the wood of Burnham, shall we well meet them, for that is their way. Who knows if Donald Bain be with his brother?
For certain, sir, he is not. I have a file of all the gentry, their seaward son, and many unrough youths that even now protest their first of manhood.
One of the tyrants.
Great Dunsinane he strongly fortifies. Some call him mad, others that lesser hate him do call it valiant fury. But, for certain, he cannot buckle his distempered cause within the belt of rule.
Now does he feel his secret murders sticking on it. Those he commands move only in command, nothing in love. Now does he feel his titles hang loose upon him, like a giant's robe on a dwarfish thief.
Who then shall blame his pestered senses to recoil and start, when all that is within him does condemn itself for being there?
Well, march we on, to where our obedience is truly earned.
Or so much as it needs to do the sovereign flower and drown the weeds. Make we our march to Burnham.
Bring me no more reports. Let them fly all, till Burnham Wood removed to Dunsinane I cannot taint with fear. What's the boy Malcolm? Was he not a woman born? The spirits that know all mortal consequences have pronounced me thus. Fear not, Macbeth. No man that's born of woman shall e'er have power upon me. Then fly, false thanes, and mingle with the English epicures. The mind I sway by and the heart I bear shall never sag with doubt, nor shake with fear. The devil damn thee black, thou cream-faced loon, where gotst thou that goose look?
There is 10,000.
Geese, villain?
Soldiers, sir.
Go prick thy face and overread thy fear, thou lily-livered knave. What soldiers sought? Death of thy soul, these linen cheeks of thine are cowardice of fear. What soldiers, wayface?
The English force, so please you.
Take thy face hence. Satan! Begin to fear. Satan, I say! This push will cheer me ever, or deceit me now. I have lived long enough. My way of life is fallen into the sere, the yellow leaf. That which should accompany old age as honor, love, obedience, troops of friends I shall not look to have. But in their stead, curses, not loud but deep, mouth honor, breath which the poor heart would fain deny, yet dare not. Satan!
What is your gracious pleasure?
What news more?
All is confirmed, my lord, which was reported.
I'll fight till from my bones my flesh be hacked. Hang those that talk of fear. How does your patient, doctor?
Not so sick, my lord, as she is troubled with thick-coming fancies that keep her from her rest.
Cure her of that. Canst thou not minister to a mind diseased? Pluck from the memory a rooted sorrow, raise out the written troubles of the heart, and with some sweet oblivious antidote, cure the stuffed bosom of that perilous stuff which weighs upon the heart?
Therein the patient must minister himself.
Throw physic to the dogs, I'm none of it. Doctor, the things fly from me. If thou couldst, doctor, cast the water of my land, find her disease, and
purge it to a sound and pristine health. If thou couldst, I would applaud thee to the very echo that would applaud again. What rhubarb, senna, or what purgative drug would scour these English hence? Hearest thou of them?
Aye, my good lord, your royal preparation makes us hear something.
I will not be afraid of death or bane, till Burnham Forest come to Dunsinane.
Were I from Dunsinane away and clear, prophet again should hardly draw me here.
Cousins, I hope the days are near at hand and chambers will be safe.
We doubted nothing.
What wood is this before us?
The wood of Burnham.
Let each soldier hew him down a bough and bear it before him. Thereby shall we shadow the numbers of our host, and make discovery err in report of us.
It shall be done.
We learn the will of the confident tyrant keeps still at Dunsinane, and will endure our setting down before it.
'Tis his main hope. For where there is advantage to be given, both more and less have given him the revolt, and none stand with him but constrain things whose hearts are absent too.
Let our just censures attend the true event, and put we on industrious soldiership.
The time approaches that will with due decision make us know what we shall say we have and what we owe. Thoughts speculative, their unsure hopes relate, but certain issue strokes must arbitrate, towards which advance the war.
Hang out our banners on the outward walls. The cry is still, they come. Our castle's strength will laugh a siege to scorn. Here let them lie till famine and the ague eats them up. Were they not forced with those that should be ours, we might have met them dareful, beard to beard, and beat them backward home. What is that noise?
It is the cry of women, my lord.
I have almost forgot the taste of fears. The time has been, my senses would have cooled to hear a night shriek. I have supped full with horrors. Direness, familiar to my slaughterous thoughts, cannot once start me. Wherefore was that cry?
The queen, my lord, is dead.
Should have died hereafter. There would have been a time for such a word. Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace, from day to the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Thou comest to use thy tongue, thy story quickly.
Gracious me, Lord, I should report that which I say I saw, but know not how to say it.
Well, say, sir.
As I did stand my watch upon the hill, I looked toward Burnham, and anon methought the wood began to move.
Liar and slave!
Let me endure your wrath if it be not so. Within this 3 mile may you see it coming. I say a moving grove.
If thou speakest false on the next tree, shalt thou hang alive till famine clean thee. I begin to doubt the equivocation of the fiend that lies like truth. Fear not, till Burnham Wood become to Dunsinane. Now a wood comes toward Dunsinane. Arm! Arm and out! If this which he pronounces does appear, there is no flying hence nor tarrying here. I begin to be aweary of the sun, and wish the estate of the world were now undone. Ring the alarm bell! Blow wind! Come rack! At least we'll die with harness on our back!
Now near enough. Your leafy screens throw down and show like those you are. You, worthy uncle, shall with my cousin, your most noble son, lead our first battle. Worthy Macduff and we shall take upon us what remains according to our order.
Fare you well. Do we but find the tyrant's power tonight? Let us be beaten if we cannot fight.
Make all our trumpets speak! Give them all breath! Those clamorous harbingers of blood and death!
They have tied me to a stake, I dare not fly, but bear-like I must fight the course. What's the man Malcolm, was he not born of woman? Such a one am I to fear or none.
What is thy name?
Not be afraid to hear it.
No, though thou callest thyself a hotter name than any is in hell.
My name's Macbeth.
The devil himself could not pronounce a title more hateful to mine ear.
No, no more fearful.
Thou liest, abhorred tyrant. With my sword, I'll prove the lie thou speakst.
Thou wast born of woman! But swords I smile at, weapons laugh to scorn, brandished by man that's of a woman born.
That way the noise is. Tyrant, show thy face. If thou beest slain and with no stroke of mine, my wife and children's ghosts will haunt me still. Let me find him, fortune, and more I beg not.
This way, my lord. The castle is gently rendered. The tyrant's people on both sides do fight. The noble thanes do bravely in war. The day itself almost professes yours, and little is to do.
We have met with foes that strike beside us.
Enter, sir, the castle.
Why should I play the Roman fool and die upon mine own sword? Whilst I see lives, the gashes do better upon them. Turn! Hellhound, turn! Of all men else I have avoided thee. But get thee back! My soul is too much charged with blood of thine already.
I have no words. My voice is in my soul.